Okay guys, let's grab a pair of dumbbells for the next bunch of exercises. Alright guys, we're going to work some pullover crunches with this one from a tabletop position. I want you guys to watch. So what I'll do, I'll set up my tabletop first and vertical on the arms just there. I'm going to go back. I'm going to squeeze a pullover in and crunch at the end of it. Right there. Back into the pullover, crunch right at the end and finish there. So a couple of important things with this one. Just make sure your arms are soft straight the whole time. And we want to make sure that you're also not creating a lumbar arch when you do it. So you want to make sure your weight is light enough to keep your back protected. Dumbbell that you hold should never exceed the amount of strength you've got in your core. So always watch out for that. Your turn.
working some good mornings for this one, which is much like a stiff leg deadlift. So you can see my knees are soft straight and I'm sustaining it throughout the exercise. I'm folding forward into that deadlift and I'm just holding the dumbbell at my chin. You can see my feet are at shoulder width and just controlling my movement. Your turn to try this one.
Okay guys, we're working some tucks for this one, but we're going to do it a little bit different, okay? I want you guys to watch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a dumbbell and I'm going to basically place it on my thighs, just above my knees. And I'm going to go into position. We're going to go nice and straight legs like that. I'm going to pull the tuck in, squeeze, and return it, okay? And so what this is doing is the dumbbell's just creating some extra resistance for me. So squeeze and return until you've got straight knees. Let's get you guys to try that one.
sumo deadlifts with a single dumbbell for this one, guys. So you can see I'm doing this from a sumo squat, but I've got my feet parallel and my knees out. So let's get you guys to try it this way. It's a little bit of a different variation. Deadlift by reaching forward with a neutral spine and just dropping your arms down soft straight. Your turn to try this one. Okay guys, this one's a little bit tricky, so I want you guys to watch out. So we're either gonna sort of watch our range if you're doing this on a bench, or if you need to do this on the floor, just get off your bench, lie down on the floor and do it from the floor. So these are some windscreen wipers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up, arms nice and straight, vertical, and then I'm gonna get my legs to match them up just like that. And all we're gonna do from here is we're gonna come out to one side just like that, and then squeeze back to the middle. So we're really focusing on the lower abs and working the obliques on this one. Just like that. Squeeze
take it there. Now, you want to make sure, particularly if you're doing this exercise on a bench, you want to make sure you don't tip over, okay? If you want to test your limits, I do recommend doing the exercise on the floor. Your turn. Okay guys, we're going to work an obliques tilt for this one, but we're going to do it a little bit different. So rather than doing it overhead, I'm going to grab a pair of dumbbells and I'm going to just lean them just up against pretty much my IT band just outside of my legs, just like that, right? And so from here, I'm just going to squeeze to one side. I want to try and get this arm past my knee and back to the middle. And then we're going to work the other side. Squeeze and return it. Just like that. Now I want to make sure I'm not pulling back, okay? Make sure you're pulling directly to the side. We don't want to put any excessive pressure in the back by pushing it backwards, okay? Just make sure the arms are soft straight. There's no need to make any movement with the arms at all. And it's just an oblique crunch to the side and returning it back to the center. Pretty simple. Let's get you guys to try it. Okay guys, so if you're using a bench for this one, move it out of your way. If you're using a folding mat, because it's much lower, it's okay to leave it underneath you for some support. So this is a crab plank. So basically what it is, I'm doing a plank, but I'm working it from a really wide area, arms and legs. Now you've got to make sure you keep that tight line from your shoulder all the way to your ankle. So I don't want to do this. I don't want my bum sticking out because my ab's not active then. From here, just going to drop down slightly and I'm just going to hold it there. Just like that. We're going to get you guys to try that for a minute. Okay guys, we're going to work some Superman hyperextensions for this one. So all you're going to do is you're going to use your folding mat or your bench, and we're just going to have a lie down on it. Just like that. Okay? All we're going to do from here, feet and arms together, and all we're going to do from here is lift straight up, just like that, and straight back down. Now what we want to try and do is we just want to try and keep the elbows and the knees as straight as you can keep them. So the idea is not to allow any bend, in particular in the knees, okay? Watch out for that. So from here, just lifting straight up, looking up, and then back down, finish right there, and go again. Okay, this is a fantastic lower back posterior oblique exercise. You're gonna feel it in your glutes as well. Let's get you guys to try it.
Standing X cruncher. So we really want to get into the yabs, the obliques, and your intercostals with this one. Now you can see Coach Levi is basically making a nice torso rotation as he's doing this one. And the knees coming up to the elbow. Rather than shaking the elbow around, what he's actually doing is he's keeping the elbows nice and high, and then it's a combination of the knee lift and the torso twist that's creating the movement. Your turn to try this one. Alright you guys, this is the final segment of your program today. We're going to try and elevate your heart rate. What I want you guys to do is make sure if you've got some equipment in your way, pack it away so it doesn't become a trip hazard, and let's get down to business. Alright, drop down and give me 90 seconds of crunches. Start straight away. Let's plank for 90 seconds. Start straight away. Lying on your back, we're going to do 90 seconds of abs tucks. Let's go. lying down in supine position. Let's work some scissor kicks for the next 90 seconds. Go. Alright, drop down and give me 90 seconds of crunches. Start straight away.
Well done for finishing your workout, guys. Please take a few minutes to stretch and cool your body down now.